Welcome, acolytes. Today, or right now, I'm doing a little indie game, The King is Watching. A very interesting game that actually went in and conquered my little Lich heart, or phylactery, because of the lack of hearts. But the thing is, this game at its core is basically just a small management game. If you don't like those, it's already done. And it's not a increasement game or slightly increased game, it's just a basically roguelike management, quick management game. Now, what do we have here? How does it work? I'm gonna start a game soon enough, but you have to unlock those buildings with down, denary, and ancient crystals. You get them after every round. The ancient, down denari. The denari after every game, down the ancient crystals after you actually do some challenges. So what's first? Always unlock the challenges. You can see I actually made a few challenges with some kings. Necromancer was the last one. Yes, there are different kings, but I'm gonna explain it. And if you actually unlock a challenge, you just click it. This disappears, and now you can go for the next one. Beat a level without upgrading the army limit, no spells, get rid of all the trees, plus 100% damage dealt by moral, execute a total of 200 of your own units, stuff like that. Challenges that give these crystals. Encyclopedia, those are the buildings that you already got. I don't know which buildings I actually did get, but I will mix this with a small thingy-bob guide. What I think is good, what not. Or I'm just gonna make a straight out tier list at one point. I don't know. Here is the console. As you can see, it's pretty. There are pretty some. Panther increases unit level up bonus, max castle HP 100, adds more option to the research table, starts with units, more speed production up, starts with a improved tile, or you have a lot of console. Now the thing is, you can unlock those in a specific thing. The gallery is just basically if you do the challenges. Now we go to the updates. Now this is the thing that's receive another 50 wine at the start of the run. So basically 50 wine. Wine is to boost your moral as long as the freaking fight prevails. You actually get 50 wine and you consume it for every second. So it's a nice start. School at the start, you can upgrade your troop limit and such things. This is the yellow one. The red one, new units. You will have to choose starting bonus. Noble houses. There are noble houses at the start that actually take up a bit of stuff. Places where you can build, so there start new spells, troop limit. Then you have unlocked third royal quest. Yes, those quests are actually the challenges here. Where is it? Those here, the third royal quest is basically this call if you defeat the first, second, or third boss, or the last boss. That's then the royal quest. So I would say unlock this as quick as possible. Here are new kings, plus, well, troop limit, stuff like that. And the blue one are the consoles, console slot, because you only start with one, and then update it to 6. You can actually pick your console. You see which one you have with this little crown. Yeah, so buildings are 10% cheaper to build. Provides discount resource of building at the trader. Now, I don't want this one, so I just click him off. And let's say I'm gonna get... what we gonna get actually? All 3 spares, starting units, 5% production to boost lightning strike to a random enemy. Mushrooms increases all spell damage. Temporary summon mushrooms, or this is a Extra ability you can have, speeds up spell production, a unit can survive and resurrect 7%. Now what they say, I receive extra 10 dinars per wave. This is actually quite strong, I forgot to just take it. So you can unlock new ones. At the start of the run you get 2 musketeers. Musketeers are very good, a very good unit, so do as you please. Do it as you please. So, now how do we start? Preparation, of course I'm gonna play the Necromancer. You have your actual hardness, start with 150 gold depth, that's a very hard one. All enemies have 30% more HP, debris, 5% of class recovers veins. At the start I don't know what this does. You have 1 more boss modifier, so some extras. And after you actually do it, well, you get 1 of those and 40% more of those dinars. Now every king has his spells. Second life, basically a resurrection, and you could wine of it, update your units, and update the 2 first spells for it. This is just a straight out update. Costs 100 gold. You see, this costs flour, this costs water. So yes, it's not necessarily mana you're paying or crystals. And everybody has a passive like that. When 50 units are on the battlefield, can get 4 necromancy spells. After losing 150 undead units, you get 5 resource choice, 10 skeletons, and 50 permanent moral. Once 50 undead units are on the battlefield, undead units now use poison. This is a different ruler. Heal 3 random damaged units for 1000 health. Aggro all enemies to this 1 unit, and a basically suicide bomber. Bonus property, when your moral is over 100, you get a bonus. Over 70, next 2 buildings are returned. With 50 moral, you can get 2 hospitals and the resources you need. And there are different kings. Yeah. So, what will happen now? Let's just start. Ploop. This is how it looks. And the prophecy. Enemy's move speed is increased by 50%. Okay, this is actually quite good. Fair enough. Those are some bonuses. Now you can, if you unlock it, you can start with stuff, basically. Black sheep, up your moral, buy 1 for every black sheep you have, and you can do different things with them. You can sacrifice them for a spell, you can sacrifice them for a moral up, you can make them to gigantic tanks. Those are all options. So, I'm gonna go because at the start it's always wise to have a bowman. And this is... Okay, let's start it a bit differently. Normally you don't start, or on a lower Schwierigkeitsgraden, you don't start with this. This is basically just some things that need to be removed, and then you get water, clay, iron, or wood, like in this case. So, and I actually lost the thought. Ah, yes. And down here and up here are normally the like noble houses where you cannot build. You only start with a fountain. The fountain gives you, well, water. This is your gaze. Only where your gaze is pointing, that's the only time those fuckers will actually work. The rest won't work. Most of the time. There are exceptions to the rule or buildings you can get, so yeah, there's that. Now you just go for resources. This is because of one of my advisors, and all of this is actually quite necessary. You can see receive 250 flour. That's powerful. Now why? Because not every unit costs the same thing. Let's just say you build a ziggurat for skeletons. It costs wood and grain, but the skeleton unit itself costs water to produce. So it's not necessary that the production cost of the building are the same that the production costs of the unit. I'm gonna go with every 1 second a random enemy is dealt 12 damage. And you can see, oops, yeah, you can move it as you want. I always pause before I move it, just to be safe. So I start with 1 spell. Now you can pick between spawn all troops on battlefield, instantly in the barracks, spawn them on the battlefield and then on the barracks. Now what are the barracks? The barracks are places where you can put your units in and sometimes recall them if you have the building, except they are summoned units like this. Now you can see I can have a second life spell, but I don't have corpses, so of course I'm not gonna use it. Now at the start it's always the same. You have a research table, you have a peasant hunt. What you normally do is just wait for the peasant hut and then build it up, just because you need the extra units. And the necromancer specifically has a little nice mechanic where living units can respawn as undead units. So yes, you can actually use that. Now, will I do it? Of course I'm gonna do it. And I hope that a lot of peasant units dies, but oh no, I need grain. So I just do this, and at the same time I can build up the swamps for water. It's always the mix between gazing and building up your tactic, what you're doing, when, and just having the entire thing doing what you want. Now, as you can see, or you're gonna see it, that the peasant will build and then instantly gets spit out. I know I only need... Oh, I need water for this. Okay, so after this, I will have enough. Those circles provide a 20% production boost. Some of them do more. I just cannot show it because of this. I forgot to show it, sorry. This is what it is. Now you could see that I built the building by itself. Now, do I have enough? No, I don't have enough grain for 2 units. Let's have enough grain for 2 units, and you can see 6 grain, no wood, no water, just grain required. The units themselves have their own tags: grunt, undead, flying, I don't know, like rider. We get buffs for those at some point. So 12, and you can see that right now they are building at the same time. So you don't need necessarily one of each building. It's enough if you have one and then just build one, and it still will take the one thing out. Or what do I mean with that? Let's just see. Crystals. Yes, I'm gonna go for the crystal mine because of my school. Now, it's always this. I'm gonna go in. This is a bit of a thing. You pick your armies, how they gonna come. Now I'm gonna pick, those are suicide bombers. Yes, they are. The buffs that they have, this is the Denari. Denari, you can buy stuff, it's very important. One of the best things, if you see Denari, take Denari. Those are spells. Those are units. Brown, silver, and epic units, you're gonna see it. And then you just continue. Now this wall busters will spawn. Now we got luck. Let's just go with plop, 100 wood. And now I can update the unit limit. Boom. Now I can have 10. And let's just go to the barracks. Oh, and you can see what I meant with that. You see the production, it stopped here. But it still produces this and still takes the limit of this. So a little trick that I like to do is basically just let it produce and then it's done. And it automatically stops if you're finished. So yeah. Now you can see that I have those things in the barracks, and the thing is, this unit doesn't provide the bonus if it's in the barracks. So as you can see, damage per second 10, blah blah, ground 1% to all production for each peasant on the battlefield. And if it stands on the battlefield, they need to be on the battlefield. So yes, if you resurrect more units, they go automatically on the battlefield, or the unit cap just goes up and above. Now the market works particularly easy. You just put it down, say, okay, I want to trade in grain. After this, grain production, or it sells grain for 1 gold, and then you can buy stuff. Yeah, crystal mine, also stuff like this. Just doing the entire thing. Good. Now I'm gonna actually speed this entire thing up, just so you can see the entire thing works as planned. And yes, you still... I always make this little configuration so you don't lose too much grain for the gold, and I need a lot of golds. Now we got the spells. You can see this is a wallbuster army. Wallbusters are pretty dangerous. So let's just do 1 spell. This is an earthquake. It just deals damage. Now they will die. Oh, come on. Ooh, this will be... Oof. Okay, let's just hope for the best. You can see I resurrected a nice big undead. The next one, I actually underestimated the HP that they have and got shafted for it. Fair enough. Mistakes were made. Those are the HP of the castle. You know what happens. If you fall to 0, you lose. Simple as that. Yeah. So, what do I need for this? A lot of gold and, well, wood. I'm gonna go for grain right now, just to exchange it for gold. You can also update the gaze. Those are the costs for the gaze. You can see that I am running on a minus, so not gonna get it that soon. But I think if I see some things... I mean, you remember I actually picked the first thing and it got exactly what I picked. Now the units are going out, doing their stuff, killing, slaughtering, gold mine, good, I need that. Oh, a climber, for the update, I later update, kingdom ups. Those are basically just, you can see worshipper sacrifice a black sheep, receive a permanent moral. Arena, 25 moral, if you gaze it, of course. We're gonna go for the arena. There are some updates that every single thing can get. Every single unit and building can get. Or not every single one, but a lot of them. The research table needs water, it researches things. Wait, should I... Yeah, I'm gonna just show the research table after I actually get a gold mine. Good. Now I got, again, you can see, corpses, wine, a lot of undead. Boom, slaughtering each other. And now we got the next levy. A sheep, perfect, black sheep, I'm gonna get this. You can also recycle it, you can re-roll. So, I mean, let's re-roll it. Ah, a bone pit, nice. Ah, another bone pit, perfect. Deforestation, rev. You can see deforestation, that's one of the things that I need to actually start getting away on those trees to get the one challenge done, but that's not how it's about. Now I updated the gaze, and the gaze costs gold, clay, and, well, grain. So you can see, all in a nice circle. Now you could say, okay, I'm gonna put it in here, and you can see that the wood is just 20%, literally 20% quicker. As simple as it is. Magic, isn't it? It's magical, it's beautiful, it is what it is. Good. Where's the water? Water is there, but I'm still gonna... I need this, and now I can produce skeletons. Now will I stop? Now the tactic with Alucard or this king is basically just have living units and kill them off. If they die, they die. It is what it is. Yeah, water is here. What I like to do right now is demolish this building. after I get, after I get enough wood, just to tactical error. I didn't think correctly. Come on, this, good, perfect. Now I can, well, basically buff my zombies again, or skeletons in this case. You can see, okay, it's fine. Here is the trader. And this is one of the main things why it's so important. You can see you get 10% resource building reduction, 3 wood every time you create a unit. This is, by the way, very good for a necromancer. Imagine why. Magic School boosts speed up. And if you get one of those, they actually are gone from the pick thing. So, or you cannot pick it anymore. Good. I'm gonna go for our next ziggurat and clay. The sawmill is a tier 2 building, I'm gonna explain. And you can also buy resources here. This is actually a supplement just in case you don't get the production building you need. Because you can see Longbow Camp needs this. But if you produce the Longbowman, it only needs grain and gold. So yeah, there's that. And the gaze of this king will be updated in a, well, in this case, in a 3 left, 3 right. And you can see the update gaze under the clay, under the brown stuff, how it actually updates. That's why I replaced it or placed it a bit differently after right now. Now I am actually going for the most optimal way of setting this up. Just because, well, I already started a bit stupid because I'm talking. So let's just go in like this. Now I am not actually resurrecting skeletons because I think at the end of the day I'm better off farming other stuff right now. And look at the expenses, 32 water for this farm. Now it's only 28. So the more buildings of one kind you have, the more expensive it gets. That's why it's important to actually, well, get your resources correctly. See? And now I can just say, okay, I want to get rid of this gives me wood, but I still need clay for the update, or I don't. It is what it is. But what I also need is to get rid of them in the middle, all the clay first, so I can get a gold mine. So I can use the production a bit quicker. But the wood up here is a bit more annoying, because I could set up stuff. So the gaze takes 2 skeletons, the clay, and the wood at the same time. Smart. Except not, because I actually forgot I can have used the second life thing. I need water for that. Then resurrect people or undead. And then just get the F out. Now the thing is, okay, I am actually losing time because of this. I can still lose time or do it like this. Then wait until I get a new resource, or I can do something totally different and just split up this resource, just get it out of here, and then it gets cheaper. Now I could say, okay, the next wave comes, so I'm just gonna do this. Perfect, just wait. And then continue. The next wave comes. Okay, that's fine, I presume. Yeah, it's fine. You can speed the thing up a bit, but normally it's wiser to actually wait until it gets done. You always get a basic construction after this wave, that's always the same. And you can see I actually got, hey, new units, basic production, grapes, and some gold mine, gonna take that, artifact. And this is one of the most OP things. Central cell in the castle now works even when you are not watching. That's very nice. Basic production and another prophecy. Now I could either say I'm gonna get it again a bit easier by just getting those slimes. What I need is dinar, definitively. But I'm gonna go like this. then like this, then the next slimes, and I can just say, okay, this is how this entire thing will look. There are some choices. Choose role, building update, you receive nothing, 50-50 chance, receive just 4 troops, or 7 moral. I take the 7 moral. That's basically moral, every point in moral is 1% more damage. That's how you can see it. And now I am actually losing time. Why? Because this particular thing will get used anyway. I don't have to gaze on it. You can see it's getting used. Fair enough. Then the next one, then the next one. And the red one is a minus of 25% debuff on production. That's why I'm not using it. You can see this is like a small management thing. You just have to organize the entire thing perfectly to actually get your stuff done. Now, I already have wood most of the time is just needed for army updates. Boom. More stuff. Perfect. Now can I actually, yes, I can do this. Then you can see, okay, this is drying down. And because I am all the time on a minus because of the well, I can demolish. This functions only with the well. If you production buildings and the well, if you destroy them, they won't be destroyed, or if you cut them off, they won't be destroyed. They will come back and you can use them again. So let's just accelerate this a bit. And yeah, I actually wanted to do this the same thing with a I fucked up again because I'm talking. I want to do the same thing with the gaze. Come on, here, okay. With the mine thing. One thing that I learned is particularly quick. Always put the things you need. The soldiers you're gonna produce with a building that actually produces the thing they need. It's the most effective thing. Riders and champions are the most overpowered thing in this entire thing. In this entire game. Now you can see again, did this, peasants. Let's just get them up and continue. Yeah. And this is why I said it's like a little management thing, thingy-bob, thingy-boob. It just goes around and you just do stuff. Now I fucked up because I didn't exactly plan the entire thing correctly. I could actually start with a endless gold mine thing, but as I said, fucked up. You could also just get the arena in the middle and just have that always activated. No matter what, you don't have to gaze it. There are some buildings where you don't need to gaze to be on all the time, so exceptions make the rule, as some people like to say, or some liches. Yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. Small wheat farm. So, receive 3 fireworks. Gain 10% chance that units will block all damage they normally would have received. Now, those are tier 2 resource buildings. They actually can get special features. That's nice. We can get more bowmen. But what did I actually want to do? Yeah, research. Wanted to show the research table. But first of all, you can see we need iron. I have enough iron. I don't have any iron production, but hey, this is what it is. Just set it up. And they need gold and grain. I have both. Now I'm getting some nice, well, things off. Good. Ah yeah, see? Again. Bad thinking. Good, let's just send those out. Oh! this could go arise pretty quick. Ah, see, this is what happens most of the time. Done that are just squishy grapes. I think metal is the next that I need because oh, gold. Gold is a savior right now. I could update the case or set a gold mine. I will update the case though. Just because, okay, grapes, let's just have some grapes. After this, I'm gonna set up the gold mine in the middle. And if I'm lucky, I actually gonna get here one of the bonuses for them. You can see what you can get for the building by just looking at it. Earn 1 gold for every 3 seconds while working. So you just set the arena in the middle with the gaze and then boom, or an extra 50 moral. And the arena is just active all the time. Nice thing, ain't it? Oh, shoot. I did it again. Just do this. And hope for the best. And do I need... No, I don't need to actually get rid of my spell. Again. There it is. My money problems are gone. Archers deal double damage. Perfect, gonna take it. Or I could... Now, because I actually got the arena thing, I don't need a gold mine anymore. It's done. It's gonna do a lot of things. Tavern, also 10 moral, active, multiple taverns do not stack. And rage, after introduction, okay, how much do I even have? Good, 105. I could go for a golden arrow, and this is a new unit, a druid. I just need iron, and I'm gonna get iron at one point. Let's just see how long this actually takes. Now, can I actually build the arena? No, I need wood specifically. Fair enough. So I'm gonna get my gaze here. And right now, I mean, good. That's better. I can demolish the building. I shouldn't actually. How much? I need wood. I don't have wood. That's the problem. I'm gonna get wood, but will I get enough wood? I need to do this first. Good. Will I... I mean, now I'm thinking about, will I get the wood before the gold mine goes down? Probably not. So I can just put down the gold mine. Then do this maybe, or I need some new units, so I'm gonna do this. And then... Oh. Yeah, riders. Riders are so freaking strong. I don't need the next bone pit. I already have enough. This is a bit too much. Swordman barracks. I already have more than enough grunts. Grapes, because I will need grapes. Event garden later, but sawmill definitively. Poison, yes. Golubel, hero casts off for 10 HP after producing, or troops are produced 20% faster. Let's take the troops. Again, a lot of suicide things. You can actually combine them pretty easily. So this is a production building, so I don't necessarily need it now. I'm gonna do it like this, just to have an easier time. I don't need to... yeah, let's do it like this. Good, fair enough. Receive, building, wheat field, those are 1,000, it just needs some time. That's why I always prefer that one in this specific event. And I can actually say, will I need... The bottom is, by the way, my slide, how's it called? Military thing, so there's that. Good. Nope, let's do it like... yeah, let's do it like this. And then I'm gonna go for what I'm gonna go for actually. The research. I need to show you the research table exactly. Maybe first of all, yeah, I still need trees. That's the next part. Where's the arena? How much do I have? Okay. So what I need is the sawmill. I won't put the sawmill down there because, well, I need it, or I won't need it. I will need it at some point. Let's just put this one right now here, then the sawmill, because I'm gonna do it anyway. Then I can wait a bit. The sawmill isn't as important in my opinion, because normally you don't get units that profit from it. So yeah, there's that. But what's always important is the wheat field. You have a lot of units that actually profit from it. Now I'm gonna go and set up later those guys. But because I have such a gigantic undead unit overrun, I'm gonna destroy this. The peasants actually stay right now, and I can sell this and this. And now I'm gonna go for the research table up here, because now I can pick up on, by the way, it's just because I have a console or advisor. Elite barracks, veteran barracks, levy barracks, kingdom infantry structures, so something like the arena or the tavern. Advanced production, this is actually something like a... Those are the 200 200 resources, 1000 resources production buildings. I still need, as you might imagine here, the flour. So, gonna do it and wait for that one. Now, do I necessarily need gold? No, not really. Or I'm gonna need it at some point, but right now I need more wood than anything else. Damn, those fuckers are actually gold places. Oh wait, this is bad. I could actually die. Okay, irrelevant. Fair enough. Yeah, the skeletons are very squishy. Normally you just get skeletons because they produce very quickly, they die very quickly. Iron, need that. Building update. Again. A quicker production, yes of course. Now this is an update for the units, ranged, blah, 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 blah. Let's take the druid, because at the end of the day the little crossbowmen I have, they won't survive very long. And yes, they definitively won't survive for a long time. So, do I even have enough wood? Yes, I have enough wood. Bada beep, bada boom. Endless gold. Not quick gold, but endless gold nonetheless. Now wood. Do I need wood? Yes, I also need wood. I still need wood. Will I need... Yes, iron. Come on. Good. Fair enough. Yeah, come on, come on. I can revive. Good. Now, oh, I should have used this first. Irrelevant. This updates both spells. Now it's a bit more expensive. Fair enough. Now to undead. I think the only thing that it does is that it just creates better undead. But I don't know exactly. Oh! Oh! And I fucked up. But irrelevant. You can see what this is all about. And this is basically the thing. No, the boss fights. I'm gonna show you a boss fight and then gonna come back. Good. Now we got a boss. And it's basically always the same. Or the first one is almost like this. Baba. And you cannot get your units back in the castle. That's just not an option. So you just have to take what the boss actually throws at you. And different boss do different things. You can see I updated my spells, did this, can do this, and the boss has... Most bosses just have an AoE, and depending on the boss itself, it's actually what kind of AoE you get. It's a bit random, let's just say it like that. Yeah. By the way, it is what it is. You just slap him. The thing then goes out. You get some legendary artifacts. Always good. Increase your own bonus self by 5 each time you use a spell. Increase social build-up. By the way, this is only one time. It's not permanent. It's permanent for the troops that are there, but most of the time 5 just won't cut it. They will still die. Freeze, Baba spells. Veteran units. Firing range, as I said, this is a very, very powerful unit. Could also go for an owlbear, but let's go for the firing range. Vine Garden. And the best troop in this freaking entire game. The creme de la creme. The freaking best thing that is here, or one of the best, is a bee. Yes, it's a actual bee. if you actually get the bee, you won. You just have to build it up, and then just hope that the bee just stays. Then the next boss, you see, spell damage dealt is reduced by half, and you get things like that. Now I lost a lot of units, now I'm rebuilding. As I said, here, thingy-bob, instantly going down. What's wrong with here? Ah, yes, I don't have, yeah, I have the gaze again. Got this, necromancy spell, blah blah blah. So the game itself is quite refreshing. You actually get a lot of things to do. There isn't anything like special except for this S rank B unit. I'm gonna show it to you, and then because you can see the text: flying champion, unit trait plus 10% damage dealt by champion troops for each bumblebee on the battlefield, so you can have a lot of synergies. But that's all. That's the entire game basically. You can see I actually got this, yeah, in the middle. I cannot get any of those because I didn't have the proper things, and yeah, this is the loop. It's quite a nice game, I love it. And I hope that you will also, because I would say it's a very, very good start. Maybe add some things to it, but as it is right now, it's fine. Yeah, have fun, accolades.